Starting lineups. First for the visiting Stars. The junior center from Frankfort, Illinois, number 3, Owen Morrow. Senior outside hitter from Lakeville, Illinois, number 6, Jared Hesse. Junior outside hitter from Woodbridge, Illinois, number 9, Aaron Mars. First sophomore window blocker from New Lenox, Illinois, number 12, Michael Greco. Junior window blocker from Frankfort, Illinois, number 17, Jason Coogan. Junior outside hitter from Frankfort, Illinois, number 20, Casey Goss. And first year libero from Island, Illinois, number 11, Grant Henderson. The Stars are coached by head coach Doug Burchett in his first season. And now, your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Sophomore setter, Fort Worth, Texas, number 2, Eli Johnson. Sophomore right side hitter from Southern Washington, number 6, Paul Henderson. Senior outside hitter from Laguna Niguel, California, number 9, Grant Cooper. Senior middle blocker from Curtis, Wisconsin, number 13, Jackson Beninga. Junior outside hitter from Chelmsford, Pennsylvania, number 14, Riley Lake. Sophomore middle blocker from Alpharetta, Georgia, number 24, Jelani Kimono. And junior libero, Illinois, number 4, Alec Donald. The Hawks are coached by head coach Mike Oswald in his second season.
Here inside the Keating Center, we begin our Wednesday evening of men's volleyball here on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Here with my partner, Eric Willowite. I'm Chris Rouse, and tonight, Eric, the 6-10 Scarlet Hawks play host to the 9-6 Dominican Stars. Dominican comes in with a 5-match win streak. Scarlet Hawks come in with a 2-match win streak. Something has to give. Dominican also unbeaten in conference play.
Yeah, unbeaten in conference play. New coach this season, Chris, but kind of Dominican just kind of picks up where they leave off, right? They've always had a very strong volleyball program, and it's no different this year.
Doug Burchett, as you mentioned, Eric, in his first season, he was an assistant for 9 seasons under Coach Kraft. They actually won the coaching staff of the year in the NAC in 2022-23. Here are the starting lineups for the Dominican Stars. 9-6 records, 96 record, 4-0 in conference play in the NAC, 5-match win streak. They start like this. On the floor, number 3, Owen Morrow. Number 6, Jared Hesse. Number 9, Aaron Mars. Number 12, Michael Greco. Number 17, Jason Coogan. And number 20, Casey Goss. And plus the libero will be number 11, Grant Henderson. This is a highly touted team. It's, in terms of the stats, you got a couple of guys that are top 10 in kills per set.
Yeah, they definitely bring, again, it's just a program that's a very formidable program. One of the things, though, that I like about the Scarlet Hawks in this match, Chris, is that they've played a lot of top programs in the non-conference season. They haven't won many of those matches, but, like, for example, against North Central, each of those sets were tough sets. They got swept 3-0, but they played them tooth and nail. So I think they're hardened from their non-conference season, but they're going to have to bring their best if they're going to defeat Dominican, without a doubt.
Scarlet Hawks, the matchup you mentioned against North Central, that was a part of the triangle last Saturday where the Scarlet Hawks beat Mount Union but lost to North Central to conclude today. They come in at 6-10, 2-1 in NAC conference play. Mike Oswald will start with number 2, Elijah Johnson. Number 6, Paul Henderson. Number 9, Grant Cooper. Number 13, Jackson Beningen. Number 14, Riley Lake. Number 24, Jelani Kimono. And the libero is number 4, Alec Donald. Dominican will serve with Coogan. We're underway here in Chicago. And Grant Cooper's outside hit. Good for the first point for the Scarlet Hawks.
That's a good sign for the Hawks. You want to get back on offense, get that side out right away.
Paul Henderson will now serve. Henderson enters the match, Eric, 15 service aces on the season. Backline serve there for Henderson. Outside hit set up for Hesse. That's going to come right past us, saved by Donald.
Oh. Donald saved it, but it looked like there was a little miscommunication there. Henderson kind of delayed going after the ball. What a save, though, by Donald.
All right, great effort on the dig. However, Henderson looked like he should have zigged when he should have zagged there.
Yeah.
Kind of got stuck in the floor and fell. Here's the serve now from Dominican. Outside hit set up for Henderson. Dominican's turn to retry. Donald on the set. Johnson for Van Engen. Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
That was nice patience by the Hawks there to set up Van Engen.
Now it'll be Grant Cooper to serve. Grant Cooper, one of the fan favorites, to say the least, here at the Keating Center, especially when he gets introduced.
Oh, yeah, with that name? You know, you've done the PA before here.
I have, and it's quite the treat here in the Keating Center. Such a loud facility. It doesn't take much to get loud in this building.
Yeah, the sound definitely does reverberate, without a doubt.
Cooper, however, picked up the side out, and now here comes Dominican. They'll serve. It'll be Hesse. Hesse won Player of the Week in the NAC back on January the 21st. At least that was the day it was announced. So it was the week prior that he actually won it. As now, what a pancake to get the dig there from the libero of Dominican. Great effort by Verska, but the points of the Scarlet Hawks. Violation.
Yeah, that was he just got that off the floor. Those saves always amaze me because it looks like it's hitting the floor for sure.
Van Engen to serve, and he'll pick up the service error, so now Dominican will control the serve. Also a substitution for the Stars, as we'll see Ryan Barnett, the junior out of St. Louis Park, Minnesota, come on to serve.
And one thing that Hawks definitely have to work on, continue to work on, is service errors. It's like those are points you don't get back.
Johnson for Komodo. Nice block at the top of the net, but it's out of play. Side out point to Illinois Tech. Tough break for Dominican. That was a nice play at the top of the net. I believe that was Mars who got the block.
Yeah, it was just on the near sideline, just out.
Actually, I might have been seeing 6. That might have been Hesse. Actually, yeah, Mars is out there. He's behind the post. I thought maybe I was seeing things. Now, Mars, I was definitely not seeing things there. That certainly was Aaron Mars who got the kill.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter.
Mars, 11th in the conference in kills this season, 9th in the conference in hitting percentage. Here's Owen Morrow. Morrow is actually first in the NAC in assists per set at 9.7. There's a nice assist from Johnson to Komodo. Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
And you can't emphasize that one enough, Chris, because Johnson saved that one as it was heading over the net after the serve reception, and he set up Komodo perfectly.
Riley Late on the serve. Goes over clean for Late. Opposite hit set up there for Dominican. Bit of a funky play as the ball died at the net. Johnson for Cooper. That's blocked out of play. Point to the Scarlet Hawks off the side out. Grant Cooper credited with the kill. 6 serving 4. Now Riley Late for the Scarlet Hawks. And we talked about the service errors. There's another one for the Scarlet Hawks, Eric.
Yeah, it's one of those things, just you want to give yourself a chance, right? At least put the ball in play. If you lose in the volley, that's one thing, but the service errors, again, you just don't get that back.
Here's Aaron Mars on the serve. Gets it over clean to Late on the back line. Komodo, great read by Komodo. I thought he was going to go middle of the floor. He punched it outside.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked like it was heading middle, but he definitely switched that up.
And now Jelani Komodo, the sophomore out of Alpharetta, Georgia, on the serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Middle of the floor for Dominican. Great play on the hit there. And the Stars get the point. Jason Coogan with the kill. 6 serving 7 with Coogan. And nicely wrapped over there for Coogan. Indicates that maybe he's had a thumb issue as of late with how well the thumb is wrapped. Outside hit for Henderson to the back line. Ball just missed the ceiling here at the Keating Center. Dominican on the recovery. Sent over by Hesse. Johnson to Cooper, blocked at the top of the net. Goss had the block, and now Dominican gets the point. Great setup by Goss on that first block. Caused the Scarlet Hawks to redirect.
Yeah, I think that was Greco on the other end. That was done nicely by the Stars.
Greco came into this match with 42 blocks on the season. And now a service error gives the point to the Scarlet Hawks. Pretty good Wednesday night crowd here inside the Keating Center.
Yes, last week before spring break starts, so some of the students don't have like exams going on, so they're already in spring break mode. You can bet that for sure, Chris. I've talked to so many of the student athletes right now, and they're like, they're already, yep, Friday I'm leaving.
Oh, to be in college again.
Right.
Nate, as we get the serve here from Dominican, it'll be Casey Goss. And a service error from Goss gives it right back to the Scarlet Hawks. Cooper coming up.
Every team's going to have them. It's just that who can limit them the most.
I think that's been one of the keys for the Scarlet Hawks as of late to some of their home success. That was key in that triangle, especially against Mount Union. Middle of the floor for Goss. Off a hand. That's a good hit for Goss and a kill for the Stars. Great read by our two officials. Immediately caught the deflection. Tied at 9. It's Hesse. 2.8 kills per set. That's top 10 in the NAC.
Ooh, that's a tough serve.
But it helps out Dominican as Mars caught the Scarlet Hawks trying to rebound on the dig, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, I mean, just getting the serve reception was a trick in and of itself, but it set up Dominican for that easy kill.
Hesse again. High toss for the serve for Hesse. Riley late. Deflected by Goss. And Dominican did just enough to give themselves. Now I was going to say gave themselves time to redirect and reset. Instead, they get the kill.
Yeah, Greco he's been doing such a great job of the reading what's coming. Johnson likes to tuck that in every now and then, as every setter does, do the skip set. Oh, wait a minute.
And I think it may have been overturned here now, the Scarlet Hawks.
Okay.
Yeah, they are going to control the serve. It'll be Van Ingen to serve as Grant Henderson comes in now for Dominican, and he receives the serve.
Another net violation.
Yep, and points to the Scarlet Hawks. A pair of violations against Dominican. I have to say, the Stars crowd, they traveled pretty well. They've been pretty loud here. I know we've got a lot of hometown players on the roster.
Yeah, just a short drive from River Forest campus.
Yeah. Outside hit, they actually play it back to Goss, blocked by Komodo, but the ball goes out of play for the side out. Tied at 11. And now here comes the Dominican serve. Coach Oswald saying, let's fix those hands for the Scarlet Hawks. Ryan Barnett to serve. Gets it over clean. Komodo to the back line. And what a hit there for Dominican. Kill for Coogan. There's one of those local kids, Frankfort, Illinois, Lincoln Way East.
Take a look at that replay there.
That's a good setup there in the middle of the floor. Now Coogan just puts it where the Scarlet Hawks can't get a good handle on it. Back to live action as Raleigh Lake taps it over. And a mishandle by the Scarlet Hawks at the net. And Dominican takes a 2-point advantage here in set 1. 13 will serve 11. Coach Oswald starting to get more and more out on the floor in between rallies.
Yeah.
As now Komodo gets it blocked. Riley Late going for the kill. Great read by Casey Goss. Late, Johnson. Here comes Cooper. What a kill by Grant Cooper.
He hung up there just enough because he had to wait for that one to come down. He just timed that one perfectly.
Great passing as well. I thought there was great air under each pass, too, from Komodo to Johnson. And Cooper had plenty of time to get a full head of steam. Now here comes Johnson on the serve. But unfortunately, his serve will favor the opposition with the error.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Oswald creeping out to the floor like that. You know, when he sees something's bubbling the wrong way, he definitely gets as most volleyball coaches do. They get a lot more active.
What I'm starting to notice about Coach Oswald, when he starts getting on the floor, that's usually the timeout is coming soon signal. If there's a hit right into the net by Henderson into the net, Coach Oswald standing patiently to our right here. But the more he starts to creep towards that net, the more likely that timeout is coming.
Yeah, I think maybe a 4-point bulge he might be looking to call out. Hopefully they don't get there, but there it is.
And late gets blocked for the side out. Coach Oswald headed towards the net. There is that first time out of set one. It's almost like we do these games or something here. 16-12. 16-12 Dominican in set one. We'll be back with more here from the Keating Center in Chicago. This is the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back here in Chicago, Illinois Tech men's volleyball coming to you live from the Keating Center. I'm here with Eric Willowhite. I'm Chris Rouse. Eric, the Scarlet Hawks trailing 16-12 in set one. And Eric, 2-match win streak for the Scarlet Hawks, 5-match win streak for Dominican. It's almost like the Scarlet Hawks have to play perfect to win this one.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, they know that coming in as Dominican undefeated in conference play, usually at the top of the conference anyways. Like I said, regardless of a coaching change, it's just a program that, brings in talented players and well coached, and no different this year.
Owen Morrow with a quick serve as we get back to action here. Jelani Komodo goes for the kill, and it's right back to Morrow. Goss. Riley late. Johnson for Cooper. Great play on the back line by Verska. And the point to Dominican. They take a 5-point advantage.
Yeah, Mars was able to win that battle on the far side for the Stars. And, 5-point lead now. Things are starting to stretch away from the Scarlet Hawks. They need a side out badly.
471 to 200 on the hitting percentage, favoring Dominican. Johnson outside hit to Late. That'll help the Scarlet Hawks cause as Late gets the Scarlet Hawks closer to his jersey number. He wears 14. Then they have 13 on the board.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at that with Late setting up on the far side and just finding that soft spot.
Great usage of that offhand as well to just poke it over that front line. Late will serve. Much harder hit than this point he got, but he gets the ace. Riley Late coming through. 14 gives the Scarlet Hawks 14.
Riley Late jacked up. He had a great week last week, 31 kills. He had 17 in that Saturday match they had. And
now Late on the serve to the back line. Cooper tried to get it down. Ball clears the extenders, and it favors the Scarlet Hawks. Scarlet Hawks, I think, were going to be favored there either way. They were going to get the block or the ball wasn't going to clear.
Yeah, Cooper didn't get the kill he wanted, but he wound up getting the block. It all worked out for 9 in the Hawks.
Now here they come after Coach Oswald's timeout. Seem to have settled down here, back within 2.
Ooh.
And as I say that, Late gets the service error. That's the volleyball equivalent of the broadcaster's jinx.
I thought his serve, the prior serve was going to go out too, but they decided to play it. But that time, a little too much on it.
Aaron Mars, he'll serve. We mentioned 9th in the conference in hitting percentage at 271. Grant Cooper, that hit.
Wow.
In for Grant Cooper. Scarlet Hawks are bending them here in this first set.
A backline cross-court kill. You have to go through a lot of arms to get there.
And now Jelani Komodo serves it over clean. Dominican outside hit. That was just a great setup.
Yeah.
Across the court by Owen Morrow on the assist. He leads the conference in that category.
Yeah, Hesse had that set up perfectly.
And Scarlet Hawks bench doing push-ups here. Now they trail by 3, 19-16 Stars as we get closer to the end of set 1. Donald, the reception. Van Ingenall with a play, but unable to get the point. Goss bumps it over. Johnson, oh, Van Ingen. I'm not sure if he mistimed it or if that was intended.
Yeah.
Regardless, no point until now, but it goes to Dominican.
Yeah, just inside that back line there.
And I thought Van Ingen, maybe if he would have got a hand on it, maybe have gotten the point there. Dominican was ready to play it, but that was not the case. And now Dominican first to 20 in set one. Coogan on the serve. Johnson to Cooper. Off the net.
Yeah, and this time that one.
And Dominican by 5. Scarlet Hawks with 1 timeout remaining here in the set. The coach Mike Oswald sitting down here. Coogan to serve again. Cooper to Johnson, and there's Van Ingen. Maybe the play the Scarlet Hawks won it about 2 rallies ago.
Oh, without a doubt. We'll get a look at that one. Nice kill from Van Ingen there. Nice setup on that far side.
Just a
Or
good
down
read.
the middle, I should say.
Right, just a good read. He came from the near side on the shot as they set it up on the far side with the pass. There's Goss on the near side here for Dominican, and he finishes with the backline kill. +5 for Dominican on the board, 22-17. Casey Goss, another Lincoln Way East product. Johnson to Henderson, blocked. Point to Dominican, and Coach Mike Oswald drops the clipboard. He walks out onto the court, and now another timeout for the Scarlet Hawks. They're running out of time here in set one, 23-17 Dominican. We'll be back after a quick break here in Chicago. (23-17) the score here in set one. The Dominican Stars with the lead over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. This is NCAA Division III men's volleyball. Here with my partner Eric Witherwhite. I'm Chris Rouse. And right now, Eric, Coach Mike Oswald just trying to solve this Dominican Stars team. They lead it by 6, needing 2 points until they take the set one victory.
Yeah, well, no one else in the NAC has figured out how to solve the Dominican Stars, and so they would be in a long list of teams who still haven't done that yet.
There's a service error for Dominican. Makes it 23-18. Dominican has won 5 in a row. They've only lost 2 sets in that 5-match win streak. Those were to Aurora on February the 29th, so they needed an extra day and to be on the road in order to give up sets. And now here's the hit in the middle of the floor for Dominican. Great play by Cooper. Riley Late outside hit to the back line. Good hit by Late. Goss couldn't get down low enough to get the bump on that one.
Yeah, that was well played.
Grant Cooper now back to serve as he heads back towards the offices here at the Keating Center. Scarlet Hawks sideline fired up. Let's see if they can pull off a few points here. Late in set one. Cooper, a bit of a rainbow. He got the ace. Grant Cooper.
Owen Morrow did the foot tap, trying to keep it in play, but it was just outside, and they got a timeout.
Coach Doug Burchett will take the timeout. We'll actually keep it here. Dominican with a +3 on the board, 23-20. Scarlet Hawks controlling the serve. That was a beautiful ace, Eric, by Cooper. He put a perfect rainbow down to get the kill.
Yeah, it was just placed so nicely, and just trying to react on that. That was a tough play for Dominican.
You mentioned spring break coming up soon for Illinois Tech students. Not a lot of athletics coming up during that spring break, obviously, because with the students mostly being away, but Action will resume back here on Wednesday the 20th. We know we'll have Illinois Tech action for you right here. More Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics. And then, of course, we got a doubleheader on March 30th. So a lot coming up on the other side of the spring break to look out for with Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics on YouTube Live.
Yeah, we actually have a doubleheader of volleyball and men's lacrosse on the 16th. So that Saturday, the last weekend of break, I'll be out in hopefully a warmer Stewart Field, Chris.
You know, last night we were at the women's lacrosse matchup. The Adrian Bulldogs with the win over the Scarlet Hawks. Pretty good matchup up until that third quarter. Scarlet Hawks had Kelly Hitchcock, who had to leave the game due to the 2 yellow cards.
Yeah, that definitely changed the complexion of that game.
And Adrian got the 3 goals in the third quarter. Now Dominican up 24-20 in set 1, looking for the kill. Looking for set point with Hesse. High toss. Service error. Oh, the Scarlet Hawks control the serve the remainder of the way. It'll be Van Ingen.
That's what I'm talking about, Chris. It's 24-21, so they're in these games. They just need to find a way to close.
Van Ingen gets his clean to the back line. Outside hit is tapped over. Johnson, great setup for late. You can see that one coming. That was a great read by Johnson. Perfect hang time on his pass.
That was a beautiful play. We'll take another look at it here.
It was beautiful hang time on the cross net pass to set up Van Ingen now on the serve. Van Ingen. It goes over. It now goes off of him. It runs past me here at the table to Riley Late. And Dominican will take set 1, 25-22 from the Scarlet Hawks. Eric, final thoughts on set 1.
Well, I mean, again, they battled back. They were down by 5. Close it out here. They lose by 3. But, Dominican just too much, a little too tough. Hawks need to come out strong here in set 2, but it's going to be a tall order. When Dominican has a lead, they usually keep it, right?
And the Dominican Stars, remember, they've only lost 2 sets in their 5-match win streak. And then when we return, they'll try to go up 2 sets to none here against the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. We'll be back with Illinois Tech men's volleyball after this break. Illinois Tech men's volleyball right here at the Keating Center in Chicago on YouTube Live, the home of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics. I'm Chris Rouse. He's Eric Willowhite. Eric, Dominican getting ready to begin set 2. They took set 1 from the Scarlet Hawks 25-22. We mentioned the service errors were key in set 1.
Yeah, they always are, and that's something the Hawks hope to control, need to control. You know, we talked about there's a slim margin for error. I would say slim to none margin for error against Dominican. You really, you know, we talk about having to play a perfect game. You know, you can't play a perfect game, but you have to eliminate as many of those unforced errors as you can.
Scarlet Hawks has 6 service errors in that first set. Also had 4 block errors, the team total. Meanwhile, you had Dominican. They had 4 blocks and 4 service errors, so 8 for the Stars. 462 on the hitting percentage in favor of Dominican, 242 for the Scarlet Hawks. Here's Jelani Komodo to start off set 2 as the team switch sides. Dominican going right to left with Goss on the hit, and the first point of set 2 to the Stars.
Yep.
Goss with his 4th kill of the match. He had 3 in set 1. And now the serve coming from Jason Coogan.
Yeah, you mentioned that wrap.
Right, it's almost like a spike. Oh, definitely he's got some sort of thumb issue. I couldn't get confirmation on it. But with the wrap, it definitely indicates a thumb issue. Outside hit for Dominican. Kill for the Stars. Hesse comes through.
Yeah, Hesse with the cross-court kill there. Yeah, Coogan, he's got the one on the right thumb, but then he's also got a wrap on the left as well.
That one, the one that is on the left, that's not uncommon. I've seen that in football, and a lot of players will wrap the wrist and around the hand. And there's a kill there for Hesse, who comes through 3-0 Dominican.
Yeah, that reception by Paul there, Paul Henderson, just a little too strong, goes over the net, and Dominican was immediately able to turn that around.
Henderson to go to the sideline. Now here comes the senior out of Oviedo, Florida. Number 7, David Singer, in for the first time. Looks like he's singing over there, actually, for the Scarlet Hawks. Johnson sets up Van Ingen, and the ball took a bit of a hop. And a kill for the Scarlet Hawks as they got there before Mars could.
Nice job there by the Hawks. Setting up right down Broadway.
Singer to serve here. And now he serves it right into the net to make it 4-1 Dominican. Seems like the Scarlet Hawks, it's early here in set 2, but they seem rattled, having lost that first set just the way they came out on those first 4 rallies here. And now here's Goss on the serve. Donald on the reception. Johnson to Cooper with the left hand poke. Great diving effort for the dig with the point to the Scarlet Hawks.
A big point, they needed that.
Great effort by Mars, but that was just too good of a hit by Cooper. He played it as if he was going to let it go, and then he hit it with the left hand. Cooper now will serve. High toss from Grant Cooper to the back line to his numerical counterpart. Mars on the reception. The hit from Dominican is off the net from Hesse.
He got up the elevator there, just the swing just wasn't clean enough.
He just left it a little short, spiked it straight into the net. And now Cooper will serve again. The Dominican sideline rowing as Cooper sends one wide left out of play. 5-3 Dominican. Hesse to serve. Remember, he won NAC Player of the Week earlier in the season, back on January the 21st, meaning he won it for the week earlier. Picks up a service error, does Hesse. 5-4 Dominican. But 4 is serving 5 with Van Ingen. Van Ingen to the back line. Opposite hit set up. What a play by Dominican. Great setup by the conference leader in assists, Muro.
And Mars just painted that one right down the middle of the road.
Muro averaging 9.7 assists per set. And his latest assist right there, setting up Mars. Komodo, almost as if he hit that one on accident, but he got the kill to Jelani. Makes it 6-5.
That was a tough corner to reach there.
Yeah. That's why I thought he hit it on accident, because he kind of hit it with the right hand, but he was almost on the ground by the time he swung through. Johnson to the back line, deflected away, miscommunication. I can see Grant Henderson. He looked like he said, I don't think you heard me call it.
Yeah.
Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
Get the service ace in there.
Johnson. Backline serve. Back of the net.
Seeing that, unfortunately, that's a common theme with the Hawks. They'll get a service ace followed by a service error.
That's getting right in your own way. Now here comes Morrow to serve. Cooper on the reception. Riley laid, nothing but net. That doesn't work in this sport, so point goes to Dominican. 8-6. Morrow to serve, and now the coaching staff for Dominican is starting to get more aggressive and get on the floor.
Yeah, both coaches were out there on that one.
Henderson. Outside hit, blocked at the net. Good job by Komodo and late. Goss hits it long. It caught a deflection. Point to Dominican.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Hawks.
That was a good catch by the official. You can see her immediately, along with Goss, both kind of swipe their hands, which indicates deflection. 9-6 Dominican. Mike Oswald again not liking what he's seeing. Scarlet Hawks down 3. They'll try to figure it out. We'll come back and see what they come up with on the other side of this break. With Eric Willowhite, I'm Chris Rouse to Chicago. Here at the Keating Center in Chicago, the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks taking on the Dominican Stars in Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference action here, representing the NAC. Dominican up 9-6. Dominican actually undefeated in NAC conference play at 4-0. And the Scarlet Hawks, they come in at 2-1 conference play. Getting ready to receive the serve coming from Owen Morrow. Riley late to Johnson. Back to late for the kill. Hit long. Out of play. Dominican by 4. It's been all Dominican these last few rallies, which is why we saw Coach Oswald burn the timeout. Morrow. Johnson to Komodo, nice block.
Oh.
That was a great block by Dominican. Coogan may have gotten more of it, but he also had some help, but Coogan most notably.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that one. That one ricocheted right into Paul Henderson, and point for the Stars.
Morrow. Late to Johnson. Henderson blocked. That's coming for us, Eric.
Oh, I was ready. I was ready, Chris.
Right, we both were ready. I saw you. You had the hands ready, but the ball didn't quite make it over the table, thank goodness, and the point goes to Scarlet Hawks.
Yeah, it's best it doesn't come my way. I've been through here enough warm-ups and getting ricocheted off the head.
Yeah, I took one off the head in the warm-up today. First time I've actually gotten caught in the head here.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I've been coming here for years. So Johnson,
man,
for Riley Lake.
That's a lucky charm, Chris.
It's Goss. And the kill, there's a lucky charm for the Stars.
Yeah, that really was.
As now Goss comes through and hits one right in the back line. Perfect bounce.
Yeah, let's take a look at Goss's kill here. Nice setup on the near side. Powers that one down.
Really good read, but also a lot of spacing there for Illinois Tech. You can see the guy in the back line. That's just going to be a tough read off the bounce. He's trying to guard the line, and there's a service error from Dominican's Mars. 12-8 Stars with the lead, but Komodo to serve it for the Scarlet Hawks. Let's see what Jelani comes up with. Oh, that was a great effort from late. Cross-court hit for Cooper. I don't think we got a deflection. We didn't. Point to Dominican.
Yeah, just too strong on that one.
Took an interesting bounce around the net, but I guess it was just the net. Point to Dominican. Here's Coogan again. Coogan got the chain hanging here as he's going to hit it over here. Chain hanging from the neck that I could kind of see. Henderson. Hit in the middle of the floor. Mars sets it up. That's Hesse who gets the kill. Hesse, Dominicans number 6, extends their lead to as many. 14-8 Stars. Coogan. Cooper, back line hit. That's going to be a side out for Dominican, points to the Scarlet Hawks.
And you saw Hesse running over to the other side to see if he can save it. Just a little too far out of the reach there for 6.
Now the Scarlet Hawks 6. Henderson to serve. Serve to that back line. Middle of the floor hit for Dominican. Hit over by Greco. Greco had been out for quite some time. Outside hit. Blocked again. Morrow for Goss.
Is that in?
It's out.
Wow.
That was close. That was very close, Eric. I thought it could have been in for a second.
Yeah, very close on that side. Just had to wait it out. I mean, that was the only play.
That was a great try. All he had to do was guide it in, but not enough. Henderson hits it into the net. Point to Dominican. And here comes Casey Goss again. Goss. Nice high toss from Goss, and he now sends it over. Johnson. That goes over, but out of play. Good read by Dominican. Looking at some of the Stars, they didn't know how to read that ball there. I saw Tyler Verska. I guess he was saying they were bobbing and weaving there to avoid the ball. But nonetheless, they get the point. Casey Goss again to serve. 16-10 Dominican.
Oh.
Off the top of the Keating Center. One of the great things about this facility is that it's very compact. Not a lot of ground between the floor and the ceiling.
No.
And it hit the beam here at the Keating Center.
Yeah, that beam is right over the net.
Yep.
But it extends on both sides. And for the Hawks, unfortunately, it went right down in front of their side of the fence.
Henderson. Got it over clean. Henderson, a good job running down the ball. Outside hit for late is blocked. Great effort by Michael Greco. He'd been quiet for most of the set. Great way to reintroduce yourself. And the Scarlet Hawks headed to the sideline here. They're going to go with Singer again for Henderson. And Brian Evans, the junior out of Spokane, Washington, in for the first time this evening. Number 10 for the Scarlet Hawks. Meanwhile, number 20 for Dominican is Goss. He'll serve. Middle of the floor here is where he's aligning with the ball. The Dominican coaching staff having some words with one another, trying to figure out what they're going to do with Evans out there. But Goss picks up the service error. And now Dominican, they were having some words with the officials. I think they were worried about the turn of serve there for Illinois Tech, but everything is good. Grant Cooper on the serve. Off the hands of Cooper. Good kill there for Dominican. Hesse.
Yeah, that one's difficult to square up. Hesse just put it when it's right level, like having your arms extended straight out from your chest. That's just so hard to recover from.
Hesse to serve. Dominican by 8. Here's set 2, 19-11. Here's Evans, his first piece of contact since coming on the floor. Goss got it through the double block of Van Ingen and Evans. Point to Dominican. Stars starting to run away from the Scarlet Hawks here in set 2.
Yeah, their hitting percentage right now through set 2 is .419, 163 for the Hawks.
Hesse again on the serve. Representing Lakeville, Illinois. Unfortunately, the point to go to the Scarlet Hawks here for Dominican, making it 20-12.
That'll be the 8th service error for the Stars, 10 for the Hawks. So each team having their share of service errors.
Colton Farrell tried to come in for the Scarlet Hawks. He'll have to wait but he won't have to wait long as we get the service error. 21-12 Dominican. Farrell now will come in. Ryan Barnett also re-enters for Dominican, replacing Greco. Greco wasn't in much in his second set, but he had a pretty good performance.
Yeah.
Greco out of Lincoln Way Central. They got 3 guys from Lincoln Way East and 1 guy from Lincoln Way Central. Here's Evans. Outside hit for Cooper. Blocked at the net as a battle of the nines. It's the Scarlet Hawks 9 who gets the point. Good hands by Mars to block, but he couldn't keep it in.
So Eli Sherman will get a chance to serve here.
Eli Sherman, the junior out of Palatine, Illinois. First time we've seen Sherman, really. And an ace for Eli Sherman. There's a big way. There's a way to make an impact on the game, Eli.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll be the 4th service ace for the Hawks.
21-14 Dominican. Sherman serve to the back line. Morrow set it up perfectly for Mars, but he couldn't get the kill. Singer, what a kill, as we had a bit of a pancake there on the back line for Dominican.
Good way of describing it.
Bit of a pancake, campfire, whatever you want to call it. Point goes to Scarlet Hawks. Sherman. Couple of points for the Scarlet Hawks, but Dominican looking to end the run. Goss does just that. Brings some Dominican fans to their feet over on that far side.
Yeah, just the elevation he got up from that back line to just drill that down the far sideline.
Here's Owen Morrow. Received by Alec Donald. Farrell tried to get the kill, unsuccessful. Great job by Dominican. It looked like they had a bunch of clutter there, but they'll get the point off the block as Goss hit it into a double block that went out of play.
Yeah, they had Farrell and Singer on the other side for the Hawks.
There was a moment I thought Coogan was going to run into one of his teammates. Instead, Dominican cleared out, still got the point. Sherman for Singer, blocked, 24-15. Mike Oswald just sitting there for Illinois Tech. Looks like they're just going to play this one out.
Yeah, I mean, you're chasing 9 and you're already at set point.
Morrow to serve. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I would say you're just going to have to regroup after this match or after this set.
Morrow to Sherman. Outside hit for Singer. And right on cue, Eric.
Yeah.
Dominican puts the Scarlet Hawks out of their misery in set 2. It's 25-15 Dominican. As now Dominican looks for a clean sweep. It was 25-22 set 1, 25-15 set 2. And now we've got a bit of a delay before we go to break, as Hesse is having words with one of the officials. But it is confirmed, 25-15 Dominican set 2. They'll try to sweep the Scarlet Hawks on the other side of this break. We'll be back with more on YouTube Live here in Chicago after this break. Welcome back to Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks YouTube Live here in Chicago. This is the Keating Sports Center with my partner Eric Willowite. I'm Chris Rouse. We're getting ready to begin the third set. The Dominican Stars are hoping it's the third and final set as they lead this matchup 2-0 against the Scarlet Hawks, having won set 1 25-22, set 2 25-15. Dominican looking to extend their winning streak out to 6 straight matches. Remember, this is a Dominican team. They defeated Illinois Wesleyan 3-0 back on February the 20th. And then after that, it was 3-0 against MSOE, 3-0 against St. Norbert. Leap Day, they won 3-2 against Aurora. And then on March 2nd, Saturday, the 3-0 victory against the Edgewood Eagles. Dominican firmly in control here as we get ready to start this third set. Eric, it's looking like Dominican, they're looking to get the brooms out here. Huge run and that huge rally at the end of that second set.
Yeah, I mean, once they get some distance between you, it's just so hard to reverse the momentum, and it's tough enough to play them as it is when you're trailing just by a couple, 2-3. But when you get down, 7, 8, 9 points, they can smell blood.
And now the Stars, some notable numbers. They had 9 kills in the match from Casey Goss, 8 from Jared Hesse. And they only have 1 ace. That was from Goss. Meanwhile, for Illinois Tech, 7 kills from Grant Cooper, 4 aces, every one from a different player. Riley Late, Eli Sherman, Grant Cooper, and Eli Johnson. Aaron Marsh with the serve to begin set 3. Van Ingen with the kill. That'll help the Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech began the first set with the lead, but it was about the 12 or 11 point mark where Dominican tied it up and then took the lead. And ever since then, it's been all Stars. Scarlet Hawks got off to a very poor start in set 2. We're already down. I believe it was 3-0 before they got on the board. Sherman sends it over. Point to the Scarlet Hawks. And on a lifting violation there against Henderson. Sherman to serve again. Sherman with a good ace for the Scarlet Hawks. At the end of set 2, but now there's a mishit for Dominican's Coogan into the net. 3-0 Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech basically with the start Dominican had in set 2. As they've taken the first 3 points. Sherman gets it over clean. Sherman for Van Ingen. Violation. Point to Dominican. So an attack error will give Dominican their first point of set 3. Coogan to serve, and when Coogan served in set 2, he helped Dominican gain the breathing room they needed to run away from the Scarlet Hawks. Ooh, almost an ace. Riley Late's hit. Played at the back line. Here's a hit for Goss. That's well out of play. Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
As the start, the Scarlet Hawks needed, Chris. Getting out to a 4-1 lead here. They need a long serve here. Sequence from Cooper.
Evans back in for the Scarlet Hawks. He replaced Late. Backline serve. And a kill for Dominican. It's Goss again. Goss last season was named first team in the NAC. He's definitely had a first team performance today at the Keating Center. And will serve for the Stars. Four on the back line for the Scarlet Hawks. And it worked out for Dominican. The Scarlet Hawks had 4 on the back line. The space in between man 1 and 2 was actually where the ball landed for the kill.
Yeah, Sherman and Van Engen both kind of were in between on that one. That's exactly where the ball landed.
Donald on the reception, sends it back to Dominican. Outside hit, goes right to Cooper. And just like that, Dominican has tied it at 4.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, right?
Not at all. And remember, they got on the board with an attack error. Since then, Dominican doing a great job going right at the Scarlet Hawks for the kills. Coach Mike Oswald starting to get up. Goss with the error. He'll probably buy that timeout sometime, I should say, as now Van Ingen will serve. Van Ingen to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Backline reception to Mars. Mars, what a rocket off the elbow of Van Ingen. Tied at 5 here in set 3. Pivotal time in the match, or at least in the set. Make or break time for Illinois Tech. Hesse into the net. Service error. That'll get the Scarlet Hawks back in control of the serve. It'll also get Eli Johnson back on the floor. Johnson to serve.
Service error is almost even up now, Chris. It's 11-10. Hawks one more than the Stars.
Eli Johnson, just the headband. Nice high toss for the serve. Morrow sets it up for Greco. Donald. It'll now be Goss. Morrow blocked at the top of the net by Evans.
Out.
Point to the Scarlet Hawks. 7-5.
I thought that one was out, but.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I saw the officials sort of making hand signs at one another, trying to make sure they had the right call there. Outside hit this time for Dominican. Donald, a great effort to keep it alive. And a kill for Dominican. Great effort by Donald. He hit it over to Aaron Haney, who was on the other side of the floor, but unfortunately for the Scarlet Hawks, once they sent it over, Dominican got the kill. Farrell out, Komodo in for the Scarlet Hawks, 24 on, 25 off. 2 serving for Dominican, Ryan Barnett.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's just a mishandle in the reception between Donald and Evans. Someone has to call it. Point to Dominican. Evans. Johnson setting it up.
4 hits, that's one too many, Chris.
And you can't
From what
do
I've
that.
been told.
And you can't do that, is what I was told. So point goes to Dominican.
You can't do that.
Right. The team that's been chanting that all night is the team that does it. Now Barnett gets it over.
Oh,
another one, yeah. Donald and Cooper, I can see Grant just tapped Alec on the back. He said, I'm sorry, I got to call that. And the point goes to Dominican.
Yeah, I mean, they're talking it over with Coach Oswald about communication on the floor, how vital it is. You know, all volleyball coaches are going to say that. And it's always a work in progress, right?
There's Brian Evans with a nice hard hit for the Scarlet Hawks. He's got some fans in the building. They were chanting, let's go Brian during the the set break there. And now he gets the kill. Riley late to serve. Late from the far side of the floor, gets it into the air. Hesse. Goss blocked by Cooper, but it lands on the Scarlet Hawks side. Point to Dominican. 10-8 Dominican.
It's not easy to block an attack from Goss. It's just got so much volume and strength on it.
Morrow serves it over clean. Johnson, nice one-hand poke. Unfortunately, it went the wrong way. Coach Mike Oswald didn't like that play. Now the kill for Dominican. Let's see if Coach Oswald uses the timeout. He was verbally upset with that last play as the ball went backwards. And right on cue, there it is, timeout. He walked right past me. He was very upset with that pass. Timeout, Scarlet Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to get the ball over the net, but it didn't set them up for anything that they can work with then after the return from Dominican.
And Grant Cooper had to stop on the dime and almost had to play the ball behind him.
You're right.
And Dominican with an 11-8 lead. We'll take a timeout as the Scarlet Hawks take one as well. Let's see if they can figure out the Dominican Stars team. They haven't had the answers yet, but we'll see what happens on the other side of this break. Here with my partner, Eric Willowite. I'm Chris Rouse. Eric, Scarlet Hawks trailing 11-8 here in set 3 down in the match, 2-0. And we were talking about Coach Mike Oswald. He was visibly frustrated with his team after that last rally.
Yeah, he really was. Like, he kept things as it is with Johnson in the setting position. But, I mean, it isn't just two, obviously. This is a whole team effort to try and corral the Stars here. But things like that, again, more unforced errors, right?
There's Johnson, cross-court pass for Cooper. That's more closer to what Coach Oswald wanted, but unfortunately, the ball doesn't go over the extender, point to Dominican. Almost one of those, if it isn't one thing, it's another when you play a team as good as Dominican.
Yep.
You get the pass, but you don't get the hit. You get the hit or you don't get the pass. Now here's Komodo. Finally, the right result for the Scarlet Hawks. Jelani Komodo comes up.
Morrow played that one, and maybe it still would have fell in, but it was in such a spot where he couldn't do anything about it. Again, right out at the chest level.
That was going to be hard for him to set that ball to get any kind of error like he did there, and now it gets a kill for Dominican. A tale of two passes really for Morrow. One he got his arms extended, one he didn't.
Yep.
And you saw what happened when he got his arms extended. Dominican controlled the serve to go up 4. Mars. Off the net, received by Cooper. Hanny with the kill. Point to the Scarlet Hawks. Bit of a delay, but the first-year player out of Brownsburg, Indiana, Aaron Hanny, comes up for the Scarlet Hawks.
Eli Johnson coming out of that rotation there, not very happy.
Johnson out, Hanny also out. Sherman to serve. Singer also came in for the Scarlet Hawks. Morrow, outside hit. That one off of late and into the front row. Point to Dominican. 14-10. Jason Coogan to serve. Coogan with a couple of bounces. And Donald and Cooper misplay it. And the point.
Yeah, that was the right call.
To Dominican. Yeah, Donald couldn't believe it. He thought it landed out of play, but it just hopped in and then went out.
Yeah.
Coogan again. Coogan, once again, when he controlled the serve in set 2, that pretty much spelled the end for the Scarlet Hawks. Dominican pulled away, and I think Van Ingen knew that. He got the kill. Grant Cooper to serve. Laid out Evans in. And now Grant Cooper to serve again. Morrow, bit of a no-look pass. That's well out of play. Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
That's a good thing Hawks didn't get a piece of that one on a deflection.
Cooper to serve. You mentioned a pretty good crowd. Dominican travels well. Also the women's basketball team here for the Scarlet Hawks. Great support system throughout all the Scarlet Hawks athletics programs. There's Goss who gets blocked by Evans. Point to the Scarlet Hawks.
That was a huge block for Evans. Huge block for the Hawks. Pulling within 2 now.
That's the type of play that could wake your team up. Here's Grant Cooper. Deflection off the net. Received by Mars. Hesse looked good but got blocked. Sherman. That hit.
Oh, just out on
play.
that far side.
Yep.
Oh.
Great setup, but Van Ingen sends it out.
You know, again, you can't play perfect, but that's one you can't have, right?
Cannot have an unforced error there. You have to take advantage of the Stars. There's Goss. Alec Donald on the bump to get the reception. There's Cooper. Goss with a left-hand tap. Sherman for Evans. Hit it long.
Oh, he got it.
But he got it.
I got it.
It got deflected. Casey Goss didn't agree, but the point goes to the Scarlet Hawks.
Pull him within 2.
Van Ingen to serve. Van Ingen to the back line. And Morrow sets up Greco. Michael Greco, remember, he's come up huge in big moments for Dominican. Serve coming now. It'll be Hesse. Hesse with the error. 17-15 Dominican. Libero change for Dominican with Grant Henderson coming in.
That's the 11th service error for Dominican. Hawks still at 11, so each team kind of knotted up there. It's actually the pace of service errors has slowed down in this third set, Chris.
All right, Elijah Johnson controlling the serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Sends it over to Henderson. Outside hit, blocked. Komodo was there. Haney was there. The point goes to the Scarlet Hawks.
This is the closest they've been in a while. Obviously, they had the early lead until Dominican flipped the script.
Johnson with a unforced error, Eric, service error.
Yeah, I mean, that one wasn't even close. It's, you know.
Just those untimely errors for the Scarlet Hawks. That's not just a this season thing. That's been one of those, quote, legacy issues. You've seen that a few times with the Scarlet Hawks team throughout the years. Komodo right into the net as he tried to spike it, but he gives the point to Dominican.
He had the right idea, just the execution just wasn't there for Komodo.
Barnett sends it over. Johnson, they set it up for Evans. Good hit from Evans in the kill.
Get some quality play from Tenon Black here in this third set. Now he gets to do it from the serve box.
And now Dominican, see how they line up. Greco goes to the bench. They have 4 on the back line as they await the serve from Evans. Goss.
Well,
that one is down for a kill right at Evans' feet. 20-17. Dominican has been first to 20 in all 3 sets. 20-17. Owen Morrow on the serve. Donald bumped it straight up, kind of caught it with his forearm. Cooper, good hit by Grant Cooper.
Just enough to get it over on that far sideline. And Dominican unable to get the pass they needed.
Unfortunately for Tyler Verska, he got both hands on it. Unfortunately, this sport, you can't catch it because that would have been perfect for Verska.
Yeah.
But now Komodo sends it over. Goss.
Oh.
Mishandled there by Dominican. That'll be a point to the Scarlet Hawks. They didn't clear the extender. You also could have probably got him for 4.
Yeah.
Point to Illinois Tech.
Timeout Dominican.
20-19. The Stars with the lead, but they want to try to finish this one in set 3 to see if they can do just that when we return to Chicago or if the Scarlet Hawks can extend it. We'll find out after this break. Back here at the Keating Sports Center in Chicago, Illinois. This is Illinois Tech men's volleyball. I'm Chris Rouse. He's Eric Willowhite. Eric, Scarlet Hawks starting to gain some momentum in this third set. They forced Dominican to call the timeout, but Dominican 5 away from match point.
They are, but the Hawks can flip this around. Obviously, Dominican looking for the side out after a timeout. Every coach does. We'll see if the Hawks are able to forestall that.
Komodo on the serve. Action resumes with a point for Dominican. Jason Coogan.
Yeah, Coogan just wedged that over the front line there. Got the point. Oh, no. Hawks get the point.
And the point is to Dominican. That's just Henderson celebrating with the ball.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's the Scarlet Hawks sideline celebration where they take the ball and run with it. Now here's Aaron Mars. Evans bumped it over perfectly into a Dominican kill. Hesse.
So back-to-back points coming out of the timeout.
22-19. Both teams with a timeout remaining here in the set. Mars sends it over. It's coming to us, but Cooper's there. Outside hit. Kept alive by Johnson. Donald, middle of the floor. Right down the line for Cooper. Kept alive in the air by Morrow. Goss blocked. Evans, Johnson, Van Ingen blocked. Point to Dominican. Hesse got the best of that one.
Yeah, they saw that one coming, the long windup, and they were ready for it. Hawks call there. Oh, wait a minute. What are we getting here?
And the point was originally Dominican. The ball is with Dominican.
Yeah.
But I don't think they know what the score. I think they're trying to check the score.
Okay. All kinds of confusion.
Yeah. So it is 23-19 Dominican.
All right.
Mars will serve. And they get the logistical errors fixed out here. And meanwhile, Aaron Mars over there playing soccer with the volleyball. And now he'll serve. Mars over to Donald. Outside hit for Haney. That guy almost got down. Good job by the Scarlet Hawks off the block. Can they keep it alive? They do. Cooper goes for the kill. Kept alive again.
Oh, it hit the backboard.
Just hit the backboard on the south side of the building. Cooper tapped over and down. Point for the Scarlet Hawks.
Well played. Saw the block. The wall was coming, and he just lofted it over. And it found that soft spot, Chris.
23-20 Dominican. We'll have a brief delay as they're going to get a bit of a white towel to wipe up a wet spot on the Dominican side of the court. As now Haney will serve. Aaron Haney to serve. Meanwhile, Paul Henderson's been fired up the last maybe 20 minutes of game action. You probably can hear him this entire third set in my background.
Probably.
Almost an ace. Good job getting down by the Stars. Cooper. Hesse is there. They don't get it to the Stars. Henderson for Goss.
What a recovery.
Oh, and a point to the Scarlet Hawks. Mars unable to get there.
Man. Well, on each side of the fence, it was quite a few bailouts. The Hawks were finally able to get the final point on that one.
23-21. Haney to serve. Out of play. Side out. And Dominican looking for match point. Looking for what will be their 6th straight match victory. But Mike Oswald going to freeze the server, so to speak, here.
Yeah.
As we get a Scarlet Hawks timeout. We'll keep it here as Dominican looking to go for their 6th straight win here, Eric.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the Hawks pulled it within 2, pulled it within 1. But Dominican just always has enough to find that separation, and they've done a nice job with that. Looking at stats right now, hitting percentage, Dominican 313. Hawks still in the low 100s at 122.
What a performance here from Dominican. I think one thing that is underrated about this matchup for Dominican, this could be looked at as a bit of a trap game. They're getting ready to take on number 19, Benedictine, the reigning conference tournament champions in the NAC. And here you are, Dominican, looking to go 5-0. You got the reigning conference tournament, the conference champs coming up. I'm sure that's a big match they've got circled on their calendar against the Benedictine Eagles coming up.
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to be some great volleyball. There's great volleyball in this conference.
Yes, sir.
You know, definitely have some real teams that can do some damage in the postseason.
I think there are two sports in this conference specifically where you see great competition consistently. I think women's soccer and men's volleyball are the two where throughout the conference you never really know what you're going to get two through the bottom.
That's a really good call, Chris, because there are some real top teams in these two sports. Oh,
and Dominican will get an ace to get out of here. Jason Coogan makes it 25-21 as Dominican wins it clean. A clean sweep, Eric. 3-0 for Dominican. 25-22 set 1. 25-15 set 2. 25-21 set 3. Final thoughts here for the Keating Center.
Just another impressive win for Dominican. The Hawks battled, in sets 1 and 2. They hung in. They were close. I know Coach Mike Oswald and the Scarlet Hawks, they're probably tired of those moral victories and being close, but not able to close out, not able to execute down the stretch. It's tough. But it's just another game they're going to have to learn from and on to the next, right?
And the next outing will be at MSOE. That'll be Saturday at 1 p.m. Next time the Scarlet Hawks will be at home will be March 16th when they take on the Rockford Regents, and we'll have that for you right here on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks YouTube Live. And for all of our crew, from our partner Eric Willowhite, I'm Chris Rouse. This has been another presentation of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks Athletics. This has been NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball on YouTube Live. Good night from Chicago.